Okay, so this is just a super short video on how I would, if I was filming a whiteboard or trying to write on things for students. So this is a program we're in called Online Broadcast Software. And if you open the internet, you can just go and find that there. So open broadcast software, you just download it, simple as that. Windows, yada, yada, yada. When it first opens, it will ask you whether you want to optimize it for streaming or for recording. Obviously, we want to record. We don't want to be streaming anything live to the internet. And so you'll just click through some boxes there. And then the key thing we're looking at down here is sources. So this is kind of inputs into the software. So at the moment, I've got display capture on so you can see my screen and also my voice. So we would just go to video capture device, which would, depending on whatever device you're using, it'll come up and say what camera you've got. So there's me. All I have to do is right click on the screen, go to transform, and then go to fit to screen because I want to sort of make it like that. Okay, so it's just like we can just select and we'll get this red line and we can drag things bigger or smaller or whatever. In the background, that's the screen recording itself. But again, I'm going to go to transform, fit to screen, just like that. And then, so I don't actually have a whiteboard, but here's my note-taking device, as it were. So I could sort of, I'm trying to think how I would actually do this, but so if I'm writing Mr. Colbar, English, lesson 1, you can see that that's the way that it's filming for me anyway, is the right way around. If for some reason it wasn't, it's quite easy for us to flip it. So I would go to right click, again transform, and we could flip it horizontally. So if I turn my screen back on, you can see now that that has actually flipped it the other way around. And so if for some reason your camera was going the wrong way around, then you would just again right click, transform, rotate horizontal, was it? Or vertical? Now I'm confused, yep. And that's pretty much it. Once we click stop recording, it will automatically, the first option is show recordings. And actually I'll show you that. So we would click stop recording there, we would go to file, we would go to show recordings, which for me is a whole bunch of videos that I've already made. And that's where your video would go once you click stop recording. So if I had a whiteboard, that's how I'd do it. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of things that you could do around kind of lighting your whiteboard, making it good and sort of getting the right sort of focus happening. But that's more or less how I'd go about it. Sorry, that was a bit long, but that's how I would do it. Cheers.